All right. So if I were to be casting Intimate Apparel by Lynn Nottage right now, um, and I was focusing on the two characters, Esther and Mrs. Van Buren, for Esther, I would like to cast Kerry Washington. I think that at least currently she is uh, performing in very dramatic and very powerful roles. And I think it would be interesting to see what she would do with a role that isn't necessarily as um, strong willed at the beginning and sort of see that progression from someone who's a little um, more on the strong moral side but weak side as like a human, and then turn into the stronger person, still keeping the morals, and then become like just seeing that progression. I think that would be a really interesting look to take, and I think Kerry Washington would be a very um, interesting actress to see that with. And then if I was casting Mrs. Van Buren, uh, I would want to cast a 1950s Rosemary Clooney. Something about her look and her demure, as especially as being um, a singer, it really kind of brings in that idea of something new and exciting. But since it's the 1950s for us now in 2018, it's something a little bit more old fashioned. So it sort of reminds me a lot of Mrs. Van Buren, how she wants to be this incredibly interesting person and how she romanticizes how people live and flip that on its head with her old fashioned um, lifestyle that she has to fulfill as a socialite. I think having that interesting dichotomy in one person would be awesome. And I think that Rosemary Clooney just very much looks the part of Edwardian um, woman of high society. She has the body type, and then she also has that face of, more like a Southern Belle type look. So that is who I would want to cast as Mrs. Van Buren and Esther in Intimate